Hello, beautiful souls. It's Diane from Intuitive Spirit Life. I wanted to talk today about smudging your home or cleansing and blessing your home. Now, don't worry, it's not a big complicated deal, but I wanted to let you know that you don't have to take notes because on my website, if you go there, you'll find very detailed directions on how to cleanse and bless your entire home, outside and in. Why would you want to do this? Well, you know, we all carry energy. There's energy around us. There's energy out in nature. There's energy everywhere, right? We don't want negative energy in our homes from the outside, and we don't want anything to disrupt our inside home. So in saging or cleansing and blessing your home, we're getting rid of the negative. We're going around the perimeter of our homes. We're looking for poison ivy. We're looking for dead things. We're looking for stuff that just doesn't go well with our home. We're going to clean that up. We're going to sage it because it just blocks anything positive from coming through. So we want the flow to be okay between us and the universe. So that's why we do the exterior of our homes as well. We also do our doorways because when people enter and exit our homes, we want to make sure that they're clear. They don't bring anything in. We don't feel anything when they come in, and especially when they leave, we want them to be cleansed and blessed as well. So in saying that, I will just go ahead and I have some little examples here. I'm not going to light the sage because it's too hard to show you how it all works, but I will read it to you and show you what you're going to need. First of all is some sage. Now I recommend large bundle California sage. It does look a little different, and it's a big bundle of sage, and it's big leaves. It has like a stem at the end. Those burn the best, and those are really from nature, and they're really fresh. So if you can get some fresh sage like that, and it's in a big bundle, that would be fantastic. Also, some Palo Santo wood. This infuses the sage with light and love, makes it more tolerable for you. Also, we're going to need some sweetgrass. Now, sweetgrass comes in a roll or braid. We're going to need just a little bit of it because we're just going to go poof at the end to have our space kind of like lightened up, okay? Also, one last thing I want to suggest to you before we continue with this process is if you go to The Old Ones on Etsy, it's TheOldOnes. They have a kit that I helped design with them. It has this cute little cauldron here, and it comes with a four blessed tea light candles. Also, it comes with black salt, which we're going to need for the outside of their home and the perimeter of our home. It comes with sage. It comes with the shell. It comes with sweetgrass, and it comes with Palo Santo. I think that's all it comes with. So if you get that kit, you'll have everything that you need, but I'm not saying that you have to get the kit. If you have sage, if you want to use wood or not, that's up to you. The sweetgrass, if you want to do that at the end, that's up to you. But I do highly recommend getting some black salt and some tourmaline. Oh, it also comes with tourmaline, 2 big chunks like this of raw tourmaline, which you're going to need for the doorways. So let's get started with the directions. First, we're going to notice where the southeast corner is of our home. Now, I know that sounds kind of weird, but we need to start in the southeast corner of our home. Okay, so we're going to map that out in preparation. We're also going to take our tour of the perimeter of our homes. We're going to look for poison ivy, like I said. We're going to look for anything dead, anything yucky going on out there. We're going to try to clean it up, stay away from the poison ivy, but we're going to try to just make note of what's going on around our home. Then we're going to come in our home, go to the lowest level of our home, southeast corner, and we're going to begin there. On each level, if you could open a window, this is one mistake that I find a lot of people make just because they don't know. The energy that we're cleansing with the sage needs somewhere to go. It needs to go out. So we're going to open a window on each floor of our home so that the energy can leave. We want the sage to have the energy leave our home. That is our intent. That's what we're going to pray for. That's what sage actually does, is gets rid of negative energy, negative vibrations. Someone just passed away in your home. You feel like gunky stuff is around you. Somebody came into your home. They might have something attached to them. tarot readers, psychics, energy workers. We all want to keep our spaces clean, so saging is really, really important to keep our areas clean. Also saging yourself, saging your phone, saging your glasses, anything that comes in contact with other people. Pretty much you can sage anything. So the reason for the sage is to get rid of the negative energies that are attached to whatever it is that you're saging, okay? In this case, it's cleansing and blessing our home. So I hope this information is exciting for you as it is for me, because I put this together with love. So you're going to enter your space and open the window, okay? You're going to find the southeast corner. You're going to light your sage, and then you're going to kind of blow it out. You're going to need a big long neck lighter, such as this right here, and also a feather. I like to use a feather because just doing this with your hand is effective. Yes, just doing this with a sage stick, sometimes the little embers can fall. That's dangerous. Don't do that. But I found this really cool feather at a metaphysical store, and I fell in love with it. So I just used this feather to kind of swish things around. Also, a fireproof container to put your sage in. I know people, when they do burn their sage, they use the shell, and they'll put the sage on this shell, which is perfectly fine to go ahead and swish around, right? But after you're done, you're going to need something to put your sage in to put it out. And this is what I've used. It's just a little thing I got for Christmas one year, and you can bake in it, so I just use it as my saging thing. Okay, our intent really, really, really is going to be focused on getting rid of negative energies, getting rid of negative entities, getting rid of just the brick wall that you hit when you walk into the home, the brick wall you hit when you walk into your office. Okay, so that's what we're kind of focusing on, and that's your intent, to get rid and lighten up the energy so that you know what, you don't have to feel it all the time, you don't have to live with it, and you don't have to, most of all, worry about it, okay? And you're going to feel amazing. So you're going to light the sage and the wood together, and you're going to gently blow until they go as smoke, and then you're going to go around the southeast corner, go clockwise. Start at the bottom level, and you're just going to swish. You're going to watch the smoke too. Start going clockwise. Watch the smoke as you're doing this, because sage probably won't light if you don't need to sage, which is really kind of cool, I think. And if you watch the smoke of the sage kind of, when a room needs it or a person needs it, the sage will just go ballistic, actually. When it starts to slow down or go straight, you know you're all clear, and you can move on to the next room, next corner, whatever you need to do. Clutter. Clutter is a big thing with sage. You will find that thing just goes bananas around clutter, because clutter carries a lot of with it. So if you can clean up the clutter, that would be awesome. I recommend saging and blessing your home 2 times a year. The reason for that is every 6 months, you know, our home just needs a refresh on the outside and on the inside. Saging, just normal saging during the rest of the year is fine, but twice a year do a cleanse and bless, and you'll find that it is a lot more beneficial for you, okay? So you're going to take the sage container or your little shell, and you're just going to go around and sage. Make sure there's a window open so that the energy can go out, and you're going to say something like this: I ask negative vibrations and energies to be removed and cleared from this space and from the people who dwell here. And so it is. Now, if you're a person of a spiritual conviction, you can ask your God, the universe, angels, saints, guides, gods, goddesses to remove the negative vibrations of this space, and so it is, okay? Now move to the next floor and do the same thing. Start at the southeast corner, move all the way around. If you have closets, if you have little nooks and crannies, TVs, all these electronic devices, fans, you'll know what to do, because the smoke will tell you what to do. Plus your intuition will let you know, like, oh, this is a zingy spot, so I need to go ahead and sage there. So you're going to do this throughout your entire home. Then you're going to go to the outside, and you're going to notice where you pointed out the difficulties on the outside of your home. You're going to sage there as well. Now, the sage on the outside of the home probably won't do that much good, but it does kind of give the energy a boost to go away, kind of thing. Okay, so just remember that. Now, come back into your home give the smoke time to dissipate just for a little bit. Now we're going to bless our home. And when you do your blessing, you're going to use sweetgrass. Now sweetgrass comes in a braid. And when you cut it, it looks like this. Now sweetgrass does not burn like sage. It doesn't have a nice calming flow to it. It goes poof and it's done. So in each room, you're just going to light the sage in your fireproof little thing here with your long neck lighter, and you're just going to go poof in each room or every other room or just on the floor itself. What that does is it infuses or brings in the light of nature, the love of nature, the love from the universe, the love from God, and it kind of blesses your home. Okay? After that, you're going to take your black salt. Now, with the black salt here, it's messy. Okay? So what I recommend is just pouring a little bit into a little container and maybe wearing some gloves, plastic gloves or something that you can pinch with. You're going to go around the entire perimeter of the outside of your home, and you're going to just take the salt and put it around the entire perimeter. What that does is it seals it. It seals in the positive, doesn't let the negative come through. Also, anything that you find, like those patches that you found outside, just throw some black salt out there too, so it neutralizes all the negative and kind of makes it clear and clean and back to neutral. You're going to come to your house, go to the front door, and you're going to sprinkle black salt, not a lot, just a little bit, over each threshold that people use a lot. What this does is it keeps the energy negative or neutral at that door. So if somebody comes in and before they hit the door, they're kind of like overwhelmed with energy, once they cross the threshold, it doesn't come into the home, okay? There's also black tourmaline. They're about this big. They're non-tumbled. They're stones. Put those on each corner of your doors, the thresholds of your doors. And if you have small children, tape them up there so that they don't fall and they don't get into the kids' hands. And that will neutralize everything from coming in and out of your home as well. Our main goal here is to focus on keeping the negative out and the positive in. So even if you've had a bad day, once you cross that threshold, it should be left at the door, right? That is the basics of saging. Like I say, sage and bless your home or cleanse and bless your home. It's all written here in the instructions. You can go to my website at Intuitive Spirit Life and download it, because there's a lot. It's step by step, so you don't have to take notes here, but it is step by step. Now, I was asked the other day from one of my viewers on Instagram, what if you live in a condo or an apartment, or you rent a room or something and you don't want to sage, or you can't sage? There are people who sell smudge spray. Works just as well. You don't have to open a window with this because it's a liquid. I don't recommend actually smudging furniture, but you can just like spray it in the air and it will do the same thing as sage. Maybe not as intense, but this works very, very well. Also, if you buy these flower essences, I don't know who makes these, but they lavender is the one that you want to buy. A little flower essence. You put 10 drops into a 3-ounce atomizer, and then you're going to fill it with distilled or purified water. You're going to go around and spray the entire everything of your house. This doesn't work on the outside, but it does work on the inside. The outside, of course, you can always use the black salt, and on your threshold with the tourmaline. Now, I want to emphasize that, sometimes we have things happen in our lives and we get attachments on us. We bring things home from work. We get all these stagnant energies. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this so that all these energies can dissipate, so that way we can walk into our homes. We feel like, and you just want to take off your shoes and just sit down for a minute and just breathe, right? And say thank you for making it through the day, and help me to rest right here, because it's going to feel amazing. So during the year, just go ahead and sage, open a window a little bit, but twice a year, make sure you cleanse and bless with your black salt. Look and see what's going on around you. And I hope this video was helpful to you. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would love it. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them at the bottom. I will totally answer them. I can be found on Instagram, on Facebook, and here. So I appreciate your time, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.